Welcome to the birthplace of college football, the campus of Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the game will be a little more technical, but no less intense than that showdown with Princeton in 1869. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Scarlet Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it looked as if the return man was able. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense has its first opportunity of the day. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Back open in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Running to the left. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, David.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Trying to barge their way in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and focus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On second down, just keeps firing. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Now facing a third and long. The run to the left. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. The Rebels pick up the first down.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for room, it's Stevens. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll try the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
No, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the run.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. Give to the running back. Tried to fight his way in, but they get him on the ground at the 2, and it's a 4th and goal stop. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up.
Well, I love the physicality there, backed up deep down in your own end. We're going to have to get hats on hats and give our running back an opportunity to make somebody miss, use that speed. I don't know if they were necessarily anticipating a long run like that, David, but hey, they just completely flipped the field.
Yeah, and a bad job by the defense because you are anticipating a run. You know offensive coordinators don't want to drop back, throw the football out of their own goal line where they could get a safety. They want to hand it off, create some space, so you didn't meet that physical challenge. You knew the run was coming. You got to do a better job.
A 3rd and long coming up here. It's a draw. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the...
Sends it downfield. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. Here we go with the run on 4th down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Dropping back, it's Stroud. He looks that one in nicely. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it, offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a tight end. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. He'll do it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The give on the inside. Not much room. They pick up of 2 down to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. To throw, it's Stroud. Throws toward the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Oh, look out! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Leaves it with the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Right back to it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. It's caught downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Back to throw, it's Stroud getting some heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. That's caught. It's McFarland. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
In the waning seconds of the first half, just enough time to try a field goal to take the lead. They put on the heat and they blocked it. That's a live ball. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Going up top on first down. Time to take a shot. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Stroud. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, that play just took a lot of time to develop. The longer the quarterback held on to the football, the longer the time that strong safety had to just think, you know what, I know I'm supposed to be back here covering, but I'm going to go get myself involved. I mean, he shows you his speed as he was able.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to pass on second down. The short hands, it's McFarland. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Wide receiver shows motion. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's the fourth sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. They're trailing by 11 to North Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Going for the big play. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the two-point try is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
29, Rutgers, 15.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back, and they'll send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. They're going to ride this running back. Shakes off the defender. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. Comes out throwing on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Stroud. Wide open downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The give out of the gun. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He makes a grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. What a good run there. For the 1st down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
He's now piled up 68 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff to the lone back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Shows him the stiff arm. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Stevens. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a crease to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to run, it's Stevens. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying the left side. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Looking to throw, it's Stroud. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Stroud. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He'll come out throwing on first down. Coming after it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Maddox.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. from the red zone, looking for a space. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. After the misfire, now on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
36. Rutgers 29.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The handoff keep working on that clock. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Give him 114 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Going with the ground game left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Touchdown.
That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down.
Just steamrolling his way through. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Fires to the middle. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Stroud. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set.
Through the air is incomplete.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Makes his connection.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the 1st down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
He wants a big play here late. Oh, what a grab by the defense. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll give it to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Back to throw, it's Stroud. He's taking the deep shot. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation